What's going on, miners? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. As you can see, I still have all these GPUs on my desk and they need to go in those server cases. But today, we just got some new batteries for the solar mining trailer. We're going to get these all installed today. I don't know if you guys remember me making these copper bus bars, but this is what I made it out of, a piece of copper pipe. And you can see I made a larger one for today's video. We're going to be making another one out of this, and then we're going to go install these things. So if you guys are into that, let's do it. So as you guys can see, we got the EnjoyBot Life P04 12 volt 100 amp hour lithium iron batteries, and I have 4 here. We have 2 in the crypto mining trailer with 2 Battleborns right now. So we're gonna double the capacity by getting these 4 installed, and I'm going to be putting 3 rows of these side by side to make 24 volts in parallel and series, and you guys will understand that in a little bit, but I explained it a little bit in the last video. Go check it out. I'll leave a link above. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I did a drawing on the whiteboard and it came out pretty nice. But anyways, I made a larger copper bar. I explained it in the last video. This is type L. This stuff is type M. Now I cleaned the pipe prior to smashing it flat, and you can see all of the marks, the hammer smashes that didn't get cleaned up with the sandpaper, but because I cleaned it first on this one, it looks 1,000 times better. So I'm gonna use these for the parallel connection of the 6-pack of batteries, and then I'm gonna use these as the series connection from here to the next battery that is gonna be beside it. I did this, lined them all up just to make sure I got the correct size. I'm gonna flatten this pipe right here. Again, type L. It's gonna be flattened on the ground. I sanded it up already. We're going to mark 3 holes, and then we're gonna drill this thing out and get these things into the trailer. Let's do it. Guys, I tell you what, this gave me a newfound respect for that show called Forged in Fire, where they just blacksmith real like swords like the old days. Absolutely insane. I am sweating my ass off from just hammering this thing flat. All right, now I gotta mark these holes, and then we will be able to drill it out and get this thing installed on the other side. So that's it. Now we're going to, I'm just gonna unscrew this one and check to see if the other one fits. Yeah, actually they all line up pretty well. So that's it. Now we can get these things outside. Let's do it. So the sun's blocked by some clouds over there, but these were all in the sun not too long ago, charging all the batteries and running smoothly. So I want to show you guys real quick inside here. Obviously you can see all the batteries are now here. Those are the 4 that are up and running. And right now you can see that the battery pack is taking care of the iPolo running in the other room and the exhaust fan. That's the green numbers right there. And then you can see this is a new box I just put in late last night, where I actually ended up metering the power coming in that goes over to the 120 volt switch right here. At the end of the month, I can minus this unit from this unit and see how much I actually used for solar power on my iPolo that's in the other room. So if you guys didn't see yesterday's video, go check it out. But let's all right, let's get this thing all situated. So I got the copper shims or bus bars right here, whatever the hell we want to call them, and we're going to get all these right here. So I think the best bet is to just shut this unit down, disassemble these. I'll stack all these up, we'll get them mounted together, and I think I might just stack this on top because I don't really want to disassemble this entire box. I am going to do that eventually and put the Battleborns next to or on top of the other 6 batteries exactly like they are side by side instead of one on top of another. It just looks better, makes more sense, and I have to screw those to the wall. I know I'm not going to have enough time to do all that because this side, you guys can see there's fuses and all that attached to these things as well, so I'm gonna have to do some reconfiguring, but for the time being, let's just get these things all thrown right here. All right guys, comment down below, what do you think? How's that look? I think it looks actually pretty good, not gonna lie. Now as you can see, I got the wires coming off the top terminals going up to the bus bar. Again, for the time being, this is going to be ripped apart at some point. I just don't have time to do it tonight, unfortunately. Now I'm gonna go get my multimeter, and I want to test between this positive and this negative, the bar just in general. I want to make sure that it's 24 volts before I liven this system back up and I ruin anything potentially. So let me go grab that. I'll be right back. All right, let's turn this on. We're gonna check DC voltage, hit the select button until we see the line with the 3 dots. And yeah, let's hope for the best. All right, so I'm just gonna touch the 2 bars. Nice, 26.05, that's amazing. So theoretically, that should be 26 volts at, you know, that line going out and the line going out there. So again, we have 2 batteries in series, which is the across bar right here, positive to negative, and then parallel is the line running up where all the negatives and all the positives connect together. Again, go check out that video if you guys haven't seen it, and I will do a breakdown video of this for you guys, and once I get this whole thing, you know, actually really wired up here, we'll draw it up on the whiteboard and get it all situated. But I think we're good. Let's turn this thing on. Let me just shut that off, and fingers crossed. Here we go. All right. Battery 26 volts. Now I'm going to flip this switch on, which turns on the power to the output. And we should be good to go. And let me get the supplemental power back on. I shut that off as well for whatever reason. But, all right, nice. So we got the solar panels charging the batteries and the output from the solar and the batteries to the iPolo and the fan, which is now 100 watts. It will be right around 300 once that iPolo ramps up, but damn, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how much electricity we save. So right here we have 5 kilowatt hours of the power coming in, and we have a total of 9 kilowatt hours going out. So we've had, what, roughly 4 kilowatt hours for free, more or less, going from the solar setup. And again, I know this is a hefty investment to get this running off, you know, grid mining. It's not really ideal, but it's going to work for me. At least I hope so, and I'm going to keep chugging away until we get this thing completely full of batteries and another inverter to make this all 240 volts, but all in due time. So I'm beyond excited that we now have 8 batteries, which is crazy to me because I only had 2 to start with, but I want to give it a couple days before I get the other iPolos in here. I want to see and monitor for probably 2 days how much wattage I'm actually using from the 120 volts, and then how much I'm actually getting from the solar, because it's going to be very interesting to see if one iPolo and the exhaust fan can actually run off of just these 8 batteries alone day and night. That would be very awesome. So now I was actually watching a couple videos the other night, and I was reading a little bit about these panels, and obviously, you know, your situation, shading, and the, you know, parallel, series, all that stuff comes into effect when you're running strings of solar panels. Now I only have 100-watt solar panels, and what I was reading is these panels will ever only output about 80%, so that'll be about 80 watts per panel. So that grow watt inverter can actually take 1900 watts. So I'm assuming I should be able to bump up the actual wattage here with a couple more panels, because what, 80 times 20 is, what is it, 106 or 1600 or so, right? Is that right? I think it is. If I'm wrong, please let me know down in the comments below, but I think it's 1600 watts. So realistically, I should be able to add about 4 more. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't want to blow anything up, but that's what I read. 80% of the panel is actually going to be used, and then obviously factoring in the length and loss of, you know, how far it is away from the actual inverter and battery bank is also a factor here. Now, in the next upcoming days, I'm going to try to get the other solar panels over here with these ones, because these guys are mostly in the sun for most of the day, and this tree really sucks when it comes to those solar panels until about, what, 1 or 2 in the afternoons. But either way, guys, I appreciate you all for watching. It is hot as hell out here, so I'm going to get inside, go edit this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.